be so dense? He should have known better. What was it? You got nerve rolling in here uninvited.
Don't mean to intrude.
We don't need strays poking around right now. We have enough problems to deal with.
Maybe I'm the solution.
You know what? Yeah, you might prove useful. My brother is in some deep shit. Pack of reclaimed scum snatched him. Anthony's a good kid. Bit dim, but he doesn't deserve whatever those freaks have in store. We can't get anywhere near where they're holed up. Light Blue House across the way. They'll gut him immediately if they see us coming. But you? They don't know you. You'll be able to stroll right in. After that, whatever you need to do, that's your business. Personally, I'd put a few bullets through their skulls. Let the dirt reclaim them.
How did he get caught?
Like I said, he's stupid. Cocky, too. Not a good combination. I keep telling him he needs to toe the line. Tower Brass doesn't appreciate recklessness. Maybe this whole situation will teach him a hard lesson.
Sounds like I can be of service.
Get to it, then. Knowing how those savage... Anthony, how could he be so dense? He should have known better. What was he thinking?
Change a goddamn thing! Who the hell are you? The negotiator? A big tough Jeff, too chicken shit to show his face and beg for his little brother's life. Not sure I really see the point.
I guess I'm here to negotiate a deal for Anthony's release.
Release? That's some kind of joke? That motherfucker isn't going anywhere but in the dirt, where maggots belong.
What did he do?
This subhuman shit is a murderer. My daughter is dead. The tower is at fault. And he is at fault. The tower preaches community, and yet they toss out those most in need because they are no longer useful. Because they are a burden. Violet was not a burden. She was a human being. But this fucker treated her like trash. He could have disobeyed orders, but he did not. He forced her out, left her to die. She was 11 years old. Where is your head at, stranger? Exterminate this tower fuck right now, and we won't have a problem. Then we can pay the rest of the vermin a visit. And once they are a pile of corpses, whatever is in their camp, it's yours. Consider it a gift from the Reclaimed.
He deserves to die.
We did what we had to do, right? One less brain-dead tower slug plaguing the world. Fuck it! I think it's time to put some pressure on these fuckers. We're outnumbered, but we have momentum, right? Yeah! The time is right fucking now! You with us?
No time like the present.
That's the attitude. We've got this. Let's send the message that the future belongs to the Reclaimed. Got my back. You and the tower can go fuck you. This fool wants some dirt. You know, it's weird. After all that, I just feel kinda empty. I guess I thought I'd feel different, fulfilled. This fool wants to eat dirt. Let's rush this fool! This tower
Hey, big brother. There's not much to say beyond I'm sorry, but I have to do this. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I'm a wreck, Jeff. I keep seeing that little girl's face. These visions of her turning. This whole mess is fucking with my head. What did the Martins do to deserve being exiled? It makes no sense. They are good people. Now, I know this might put you in a tough spot. Please forgive me, but I need to make things right. At least give them a slim chance to survive out there. I swiped some supplies from our camp, so you know who to blame. Don't want any other innocent people taking heat. I'm going out to find the Martins and deliver the stuff. Least I can do. I pray it'll help me get my head straight. If I'm not back before the bells, wish me luck. Your little bro, Anthony.
People gonna be pleased.
Fuck with us and get away with it?
You there, Casey? Come in.
Yeah, I'm here. Wow, you're back. Did you get it?
Had to deal with some shit. But I got what you needed. I delivered. Now it's...
This is great. Finally, some progress. It's a relief. Okay, let me find the manual for that thing and we can get it calibrated.
You're stalling, Casey. I want to hear what you got on the reserve. Not doing anything until you hold up your end. We clear?
Yeah, yes, all clear. Okay, the reserve is real, but you already knew that, right? What you don't know is that I am in it. It's an old military bunker built in the 50s or 60s. Right after the flood, the National Guard used it as a staging area to distribute disaster relief supplies. But once the dead started walking and things really went to shit, I had no choice but to get inside and hunker down. I thought I was safe for a little while, but now I'm fucked. The floodwater up top was too much for the reserve's pump system. It malfunctioned, and now the whole place is on lockdown. I'm stuck in the comm room. I'm running out of time. I need to get out of here, soon. God, I can't wait to see the sky again.
I've been working with someone named May. She claims to have a key to the reserve. You know anything about this?
If your May is May Benoit, then yeah, I've heard of her. Tower is always tossing her name around on the airwaves. They're really after her ass. Consider her a major threat. I don't know anything about a key to the reserve, though. I'll do some research. If I discover anything, I'll let you know.
You were the only one to make it inside?
Well, no. There were others, but they didn't stay. They had to leave.
Who were the others?
National Guard, like me. Look, none of this matters right now, so that's all I have to say.
Rumors are all over the place. What exactly is inside the reserve?
Most of the rumors are true. Food, meds, tons of it. I mean, the entire hall was meant to help tens of thousands of people in the area after the flood. And there's a bunch of guns, ammo, and gear for the troops that were meant to distribute it. All military-grade, perfect condition. Problem is, I can't get to any of it. The whole bunker is locked down because of the floodwaters.
What's the rush to get out of there?
Starvation, for one. I might have a couple weeks left of scraps down here. But none of that is gonna matter if the floodwater sitting on top of this place breaks through. The comm room is filling up slowly right now, but it's only a matter of time before the ceiling collapses. Starvation, crushed, or drowned. Pick your poison, right?
If you get crushed, at least it would be quick, right?
Yeah, well, with your help, I'm hoping to avoid all of it. Fuck, I'd rather take my chances on the surface with 100 walkers coming at me. At least I'd have a fighting chance. Look, tourist, I'm not asking you to do this out of the kindness of your heart. I mean, there's clearly something in it for you, big time. If the pumps get repaired, not only will I get out, but the supply rooms will all open up. All those disaster relief supplies, untouched. Not to mention enough weaponry and gear to arm multiple platoons. All for you to do with as you please. And for me, a fresh start and some fresh fucking air.
Why do you need me to get you out? Plenty of people are looking for the reserve. Why not get one of these groups to help you?
Well, my gut tells me that you're my best bet. The Tower and the Reclaimed are both after the reserve, sure. Obsessed with it, you might say. They believe it will shift all the power in NOLA. But I don't trust them. They're too absorbed by their agendas. You're unaligned. On your own. Like me. And hey, we may as well help each other. Right?
I'm willing to take the risk.
Oh, fantastic. You won't regret it. Well, it's been a long night, but I'm too wired to sleep. I'm gonna turn this place upside down until I find the manual. You should get some rest, though. I'll contact you in the morning. Good night, tourist. Hey, you there? Hello? It's Casey.
Are you there?
Yeah, glad to hear your voice. Ready to get started?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, good. So, I found the manual for the pump flow regulator. It looks like we need to calibrate it before it can be installed. Each of the pumps has different flow requirements, And that component tells the rest of the system where to route the water.
We should be able to figure this out.
I like that attitude. Okay, on the device, you should see a serial number. Read it to me.
473-0589-01.
Okay, now turn the dial until you get some feedback on valve A. Then tell me the number you see.
Feedback triggered on 55. The numbers turned green.
Okay, good. 55. According to the manual, valve B should be tuned to 28 degrees.
Valve B to 28. Got it.
Perfect. Okay, last valve. 1 second. There we go. Valve C should be set to 67.
Valve C set. All numbers green.
Awesome. Okay, almost there. Now it says, depress the automatic confirmation mechanism. Looking at the diagram here, it's a big round button. Should be obvious.
All right. Big round button pressed.
Yes! Okay, we're calibrated. Now you need to install this sucker into the pump. The pump, it's located outside of St. Vincent's Church. Beacon lights will be on to help find it, so that's good. Of course, it'll probably attract walkers, so that sucks. Just be ready. The systems down here will let me know when you've installed the regulator. Oh, and one more thing. A little tip that should make life a bit easier and scavenging more fruitful since, we're colleagues now. Right? The tower has a radio station, number 47, that broadcasts any significant discoveries in the city and the current schedule for stirring the herd. Might be wise to tune in before heading out for the day. Privileged intel, so, let's keep it between us. All right, gonna take a few moments to clear my head. I'll contact you when it's time for the next step. Good luck, and thanks.
Advising scavenge operation. Memorial Lane. Food cache spotted. Bywater. Food cache uncovered. The ward.
Hey, Casey. You there?
Yeah, always here. Always thinking. My mind is always swirling with something these days. It's impossible to shut it down.
Difficult to maintain a steady mind, given the situation you're in.
Hey, this morning I realized something. I can't even remember the last time I saw the sky. It's been a while, at least that much I know. Months. Wish I would have paid more attention. You ever been to the Badlands, up in South Dakota?
Rolled through there once.
Spectacular, right? Like another planet. My mom used to drive me through there every summer on the way to see my uncle. The night sky was so bright. So many stars, like a dome overhead. Crystal clear view of the cosmos. That put a lot of things in perspective for me back when I really needed it. How insignificant we really are in the grand scheme of things. How my troubles, no matter how big they may seem, really don't mean squat. I mean, well, what are troubles anyway, huh? The universe doesn't know the meaning of the word. I wish I had that Badlands sky overhead right about now. You know, the first thing I'm gonna do when free is head back north. I think I've had enough of swamp life.
Heading up north might not be in the cards. Safe routes don't exist. The dead are everywhere.
Well, I gotta try. I don't belong here. I knew it shortly after I arrived, too. Biggest mistake I ever made, that's for sure. But hell, you make stupid calls when you're young and desperate to get out of a bad situation, right? Anyways, thanks for listening, tourist. I feel better. I think I'm gonna lie down. See if I can picture that Badlands sky up in this rusty, dripping ceiling. Steady the mind, as you say. I'll talk to you soon.
I am not a born leader. But by the time I was 13 years old, I had seen it all. Hurricanes, earthquakes, floods, starvation, disease. Haiti never seemed to catch a break. So when the dead started to rise and panic overtook my adopted home of New Orleans, I was ready to rise. My neighbors were scared, but they were also resilient. All they needed was a voice to rally around. And in a moment of pure passion, a moment charged with a desperate drive to make certain we all survived, I took the lead, and they listened. But those first few days were pure chaos. So much loss, and yet we were able to gain a foothold in the Ninth Ward. We put our collective minds to work, set up a scavenge system that was both safe and fruitful. Word started getting out. If you wanted to survive, go find Mama and her people. But soon, our community had outgrown the capacity of our perimeter. A decision had to be made. Start turning others away, or venture forth and establish a new home that could support every lost soul who found their way to our doorstep. I think you can guess what decision I made. The tower will always stand. Mama.
Keep coming! Walker in sight! Finish it, quick! Time's a charm.
You messed up. You should trust them. I don't.
People gonna be pleased when I waste you. Who's sneaking around? Who's there?
Scanning the area. Heard something.
Tower doesn't need mama anymore.
The traitor bitch has been exploiting tower safe routes, so we are switching things up. Keep her on her toes. Maybe even rid the outskirts of some exiles while we're at it. New stirring schedule below. Georgia.
What was that? These things just keep coming. Don't kid yourself. Georgia called.
Morning. Morning, sunshine. You around?
I'm here, Casey. What's up?
I've located another flow regulator. We needed to repair the second pump, and guess what? I woke up this morning with water up to my ankles, so that sucks. Time is slipping away from me faster than I expected.
What area is the regulator in? I'll track it down.
The regulator is in Bywater, blue-collar part of town. Warehouses, auto repair shops, small homes shoved in where possible. There's a huge lumber yard there, too. From what I heard through tower radio chatter, a bunch of valuable machinery was discovered in a storeroom. No specifics, though. You're gonna have to poke around. Oh, and I looked into the key you mentioned. I hate to say it, but we need it. Only way to access the final pump station. So you should keep things cool with May for the time being.
I'll be as cool as the other side of the pillow, Casey.
I believe it. And hey, I want you to know how much I appreciate what you're doing for me. It's nice to know someone has my back for once. Beginning to believe I actually might survive this. There was a time when, never mind. I'm trying to keep the dark thoughts out.
You're welcome. Glad to help.
Just hit me up when you've snagged the pump part from Bywater. I'll do my best to stay dry in the meantime. Might try to elevate my cot a few feet so I don't wake up floating. Talk to you soon, tourist. Stay safe up there.
Food supply confirmed. Rampart. Focus of scavenge prospects high. Rampart.
What are beasts? What flickers in the mind's eye when you hear the word? I would wager that most of you visualize the dead that now walk among us. Those vacant eyes, clouded over. Those devouring mouths, always slack. And the smell, yeah, that probably comes to mind too. Rot. Some of you may conjure up a beast of the field, a bull or a swine, wishing their finest cuts were upon your plate. Fewer still might consider the beast of the wild, a black bear wading across a stream, a nasty swamp gator more than a century old, drifting through the bayou, searching, hungry for a critter with warm blood to sink her teeth into. The nature of the beast is not what I'm asking you to contemplate. What I encourage you to mull over for the moment is what beasts all have in common. Big, small, fearsome or timid, the common thread between them all is the limit of their thoughts. Think about that. A beast is limited in thought. A beast has a one-track mind. A beast thinks only about its own survival. It doesn't care about anything else. So allow me to pose a question. Are we simply beasts? Are we so beaten down, so base, that the only pursuit we can conceive is survival? Are we no longer capable of dreaming, of creation? Have we so completely blinded ourselves to the great achievements of our glorious past that we are willing to let it all disintegrate into dust because we are afraid to die? The way I see it, the answer to every single one of these questions should be a resounding no. We cannot be afraid to ignite our...
by floor we fought. 5 bloody and costly weeks to clear the entire building. By the time our climb was through and the building was secure, the numbers were reduced to 36. 12 brave and beautiful souls lost, but their sacrifices were not in vain. We had our home, our tower. Word of our success spread like wildfire. Every day, more and more survivors found their way to our place, and we welcomed them with arms wide open. We had the room to grow, and we grew quickly. In those early days, we were unified, and as a result, we were prosperous. One collective mind, one collective vision. They allowed us to regain control of our lives. But as the population grew, dissent found its way into the collective and reared its ugly head at the most difficult of times. And what did we do? Did we crumble? Did we change our course? No. We persevered, as we have from the beginning. We knew that our future remained bright if we stayed committed to what brought us to our tower in the first place. So let us not allow all the noise to knock us back down to the ground from the heights we have already achieved. Let us continue to climb together. We must cut loose those who burden us with their petty squabbles, their poisonous minds, and their freeloading ways. Trust in Mama when I say we are better off without them. Have I ever steered you wrong? Our battles with the dead in those early days were vicious and exhausting. We had zero control, and the fiends were everywhere. If our community was going to survive and grow, we had to radically rethink our approach. Our home and the area immediately around it needed to be entirely within our control. With that in mind, and while I stood atop one of our rickety barricades, I looked to the skyline and saw the promised land.
Walker in sight.
A silhouette against the purple and orange of God's dazzling canvas. 45 stories tall, calling to me. There is our new home, I thought. A place where we can flourish on our own terms. In 2 days, I had our entire community organized and ready to march. 48 desperate but motivated souls, prepared to abandon what we had worked so hard to secure for the hope of a brighter future.
We have to keep our voices down. I'm in a bind. I need a third party to set some wheels in motion. Someone unaligned.
The dead. It took us 3 sleepless days and nights to travel just a single...
You've got my attention. What do you need?
Meet me on the opposite side of this building. Can't risk being overheard or seen.
Once I'm sure we're out of earshot, I'll go over everything. You got this place locked down.
You made it. Good. Okay, here's the deal. I used to be with the tower, and I was happy then. Really. But I got a tendency to get mouthy, and there were some things I saw that didn't sit right with me. So I spoke my mind. My boyfriend warned me, but I didn't listen. I thought I could get through to these people, but whatever. Long story short, they kicked my ass out. I connected with the Reclaimed out of necessity to survive. But I don't belong with them. I belong with Justin. He and I, we need to put all this Tower and Reclaim bullshit behind us. We need to make our own way.
Seems like you know what you need to do. What do you need me for?
I need to reconnect with Justin, and then we need to get the fuck out of this hell. I've written Justin a letter. Lays out my plan for us to reunite, then jet. You play postal work. Get him the letter, then we can talk reward. Time is working against us. I'm afraid one of us might bite it before we see each other again. Tower and Reclaim don't exactly get along, as I'm sure you know. So, you can see the dilemma. If the guy who runs my patrol finds out I'm communicating with the Tower, that's it for me. Walker food. Justin is stationed with the Tower Patrol in the area. Tom's lumberyard just across the way. Fuck. If things get crazy, we might accidentally kill each other. It's fucked up.
Don't worry. I'll deliver the letter. Then we can discuss your end of the bargain.
I ain't a charity case, and I like to be upfront whenever I strike a deal. Here's what I have to offer. Industrial shit galore stocked up in the nearby warehouse next to this auto shop we're posted up in. Place is infested with walkers at the loading dock entrance, but there is a way in on the side. From there, you can slip right on past the fuckers without much trouble. I stashed the key to the side door somewhere safe. I'll have it when you return. Here's the letter. Meet me back here after the letter's been delivered. I'm sure Justin will scribble a reply. He's not quite the poet I am, but I still love the guy.
Walker inside! Finish! Rise up for more!
These things just keep coming!
That's the Taurus?
Nothing better to do?
Doesn't look so tough.
What are you doing around here? You need something?
I'm looking for Justin. Need to deliver something. That you?
Yeah, I'm Justin. What do you have?
Devon asked me to deliver this letter to you.
Much appreciated. Here, please deliver my response to Devon, and that's the last that we'll ask of you.
I know what's going on here, and it might seem to you like the right thing to do, helping out a couple of star-crossed lovers, but you are putting their lives in jeopardy. Devon allowed his attitude to choose his path, but Justin doesn't deserve to be dragged down with him. We've been through a lot of shit together. I don't want anything horrible to happen to him. They need a clean break, no more contact. If they keep this up, they will both be dead. I'm sure Justin gave you a letter for Devon. That's how they've been staying in touch. Deliver this letter instead. It will end things between them. Then they can get on with their lives.
Why not? I'll switch the letters. Hearts might break, but lives will be saved.
Thank you. You're doing the right thing for everyone involved.
You made it back. God, I hope nobody saw you. Did Justin send a reply?
Here it is. I was glad to hear from you.
Thank you so much. This letter made my day. Hell, it made my life. Justin and I, we're gonna do this. We're really gonna do this. You made a difference today, stranger. I owe you. Here's that key I promised. Hopefully gonna make your life a whole hell of a lot easier.
Walker, brain it!
Casey, come in.
Hello. Yes, I'm here. Manual open to the appropriate page. You ready?
Let's do this.
Great. Let's start with the serial number again. Then I can calculate the flow requirement settings, just like the first time through this.
562-793-6-42.
Okay, let me look at these charts a second. So, here we go. Got it. Set valve A to 26.
Valve A set to 26. Number's green.
Okay, good. Valve B with A at 26 should be set at 39. Valve B to 39.
Valve B to 39. Set. Two numbers green, A and B.
Perfect. Okay, last valve. One second. There we go. Valve C should be set to 67.
Valve C set. All numbers green. Now the button, right?
Yeah, press the round button and we'll be calibrated. When this is all over, we should start a plumbing business, huh? The Bunker Buds.
Sounds like a plan. But the name needs work. Tourist and the Lip Flapper Inc. That's catchy.
Ha, frickin' ha, tourist. Anyways, this regulator needs to be installed in another pump near St. Vincent's. Same routine with the beacon light. It'll be on, so be ready for walkers skulking about. And once it's installed and you're back at the radio, let's touch base. Good luck. Gonna spend the rest of my day figuring out how to prevent the floodwater from shorting out my radio. I'll talk to you soon.
Maybe it's a malfunction. I'm just saying, maybe there's not a reason behind everything. Maybe things just happen. Circuits fuck up. I mean, Jesus fuck, man. With all this crazy shit going on, you're gonna obsess over this red light? What if someone said it?
Hey, tourist. Something you need to understand. Perspective. The tower executed my husband. Cold blood. Take the walk, they call it. Rooftop march right over the edge. 45 stories. The whole rotten collective gathered to witness the plunge. Even people we considered dear friends. Carmen, Micah, Todd, and Silva. They stood there, watched, and I said nothing. Geary was no cannibal. Georgia just wanted him gone. It was only a matter of time before I was next. Then Umbra. You question anything Georgia does, she will manufacture whatever she can to turn the tower against you. She's got everyone afraid. So I got my hands on something they desperately need. The reserve key. And we got out of there. I searched high and low for the door, but it became obvious real quick. Better chance to find a layer of the Rougarou than this godforsaken reserve. I'm through with the search. Let everyone else kill each other over it. The key is just insurance for me at this point. Bargaining chip. In case Umbra ever gets captured.
Food stockpile discovered. Bastion. Food cache uncovered. Old Town.
Hello, tourist? You there?
Yeah. What is it?
Something's really been bugging me. I'm wondering if you could dig up some answers.
I'm game. What do you need dug up?
I need some information on what happened to the people who were in the reserve with me. The other members of my squad. When the water pressure was getting too much for the bunker to handle, sections of it started to lock down. We analyzed the systems, and we were able to pinpoint the issue. They went off to fix it and left me behind in the reserve. But then the whole place locked down, trapping me inside. I tried to reach them by radio, but I got no response. I need to know what happened to them after they left.
Where did they need to go to fix the problem?
Near Rampart High School. Honestly, what happened to my friend Kenneth is what concerns me the most. We were close. The other three, we didn't part on the best terms. We didn't see eye to eye.
Tell me about your friend Kenneth.
He was like a big brother to me. Stood up for me when everyone else in here was out of their fucking minds.
What do you mean, out of their fucking minds? What happened down there, Casey?
They made a fucked up decision, okay? Kenneth and I were not cool with it, but they did it anyway. Let's just leave it at that. I'm not in the mood to get into it. Past is the fucking past. If you wander over to Rampart High, maybe you can dig something up. The gym is probably the best place to start. There was a disaster relief camp there that they were gonna search. Find out if Kenneth made it. That's all I'm asking. Maybe it'll help me sleep better. Maybe not. I'll keep my ears peeled for what we need in the meantime.
Our enemies are weak. They lack conviction, lack purpose. They spread nothing but lies about us. That's all they can offer. A pile of bullshit. They have no vision for the future. They are hopeless swine. All they want is to see us burn. And why is it? They envy our success. That's why. They know we are strong. They know we refuse to be swayed. They know we are united. And it drives that half-wit charlatan of theirs mad with envy. They don't understand loyalty or sacrifice. We do, because we are guided by principle. And these principles have seen us through the worst horrors imaginable time and time again. We all know what kind of animals they are. We all know that they stand for nothing. They are empty, depraved psychopaths, every last one of them. They must be dealt with swiftly and without mercy, before they can poison everything we have worked so hard to achieve. The tower will always stand. George.
under control.
What the fuck they going to?
I mean, I've heard they even have entertainment there. Concerts, sports games. What the fuck?
That's the tourist? Another lost soul.
Tell you what, if you're into art, there are some finds around here.
You got a problem? What the fuck, Rabby? Walker on me! Eyes up for more! Ugh. Hey, beat it! I suggest you get lost. Fuck this corpse.
Walker on me! Eyes up for more!
These things just keep coming.
Who's there?
Fuck you, corpse.
This map is all the proof we need. Clear to me that justice was served. Gary and Adil's denials don't outweigh Steve coughing it all up, including the map. And frankly, I don't give a shit who was the mastermind. I stand behind pinning it on Gary, but they all earned the walk. Human hunting grounds. Twisted fuckers. Let all this tick stuff go. We took care of it. Big picture focus from now on. Georgia.
What if you kept a Walker and think that's possible?
Walker, training! You've proven one thing to us. What a piece of shit you are!
Nothing back.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy taking your ass out, tourist. I'm all down.
Oh.
This map is all the proof we need. Clear to me that justice was served. Gary and Adil's denials don't outweigh Steve coughing it all up, including the map. And frankly, I don't give a shit who was the mastermind. I stand behind pinning it on Gary, but they all earned the walk. Human hunting grounds. Twisted fuckers. Let all this tick stuff go. We took care of it. Big picture focus from now on. Georgia.
My husband was innocent. I don't give a damn what was on that map. Doesn't prove a thing. Georgia has such a stranglehold on the tower. She could say the sky was green and made of jello, and everybody behind the wall would nod, smile, and get out their spoons. Not me, and not my daughter. I'm going to prove to Umbra that we can rise above it all, that we can remain in truth. Which brings me to a confession. My husband was innocent. I don't give a damn what was on that map. Doesn't prove a thing. Georgia has such a stranglehold on the tower. She could say the sky was green and made of jello, then everybody behind the wall would nod, smile, and get out their spoons. Not me, and not my daughter. I'm going to prove to Umbra that we can rise above it all, that we can remain in truth. Which brings me to a confession, tourist. I didn't tell the full story of how I got the reserve key. Umbra called me out for omitting a critical detail. I am raising the kid right, I guess. To get the key, I had to hurt someone. Real bad. A dear friend. I almost killed her. In the moment, it felt like the right thing to do. No question. But I regained my senses for my daughter's sake. I could see her eyes pleading with me from across the room. "Stop, Mommy. This isn't right," they said. I was ashamed. I had succumbed to what the tower had become under George's influence. A breeding ground for betrayal, forcing people to turn against each other to survive. Sad thing is, I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Not proud of it, but it's true. There is a line with me, and when it's crossed, it does not matter who you are. I will do whatever it takes to defend what I know is right and protect my daughter. So now, you know exactly who you're dealing with, tourist. No bullshit. Like before, the drawing will point you to the cache. Beyond the location, the next cache is a mystery to me. No clue what might be in there. All I've heard is that it's quite a haul. May.